Roman Abramovich has been to visit Antonio Conte at the Chelsea training ground. Getty Images. Roman Abramovich will refuse to allow player power to decide the fate of Chelsea head coach Antonio Conte, even though it may only be a matter of time until the Italian departs. Former managers Luis Felipe Scolari, Andre Villas-Boas and, to a lesser extent, Jose Mourinho, at the end of his second spell, became victims of player dissatisfaction at Stamford Bridge. But with the club legends such as John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba and Petr Cech all gone, along with Branislav Ivanovic, it is understood that none of the current squad have a direct line to Chelsea owner Abramovich. Abramovich has been in London and was at the home defeat to Bournemouth that preceded Monday night's loss to Watford, but he has not canvassed the opinion of Conte's crop of players as Chelsea wait to see whether they can lift themselves out of their recent slump. The billionaire has visited the training ground to speak with Conte personally during difficult periods in the past and will deal directly with the 48-year-old, director Marina Granovskaya and the rest of the Chelsea board, rather than the playing staff. Conte and Abramovich in happier times. Getty Images. Conte last season rode with Diego Costa and fell out with David Luiz earlier this term, but the Brazilian returned to his starting lineup at Vicarage Road. Conte himself dismissed the suggestion that his squad could influence Chelsea's thinking, even though palpable discord between Mourinho and his players was blamed for the dismissal of the Portuguese in 2015. It has long been predicted that Conte would leave Chelsea at the end of the season, but the heavy defeats to Bournemouth and Watford have increased the threat of a change before then. Chelsea insists that no discussions have taken place over sacking Conte and that they have not spoken to any potential successors. Former Barcelona manager Luis Enrique is the favorite to succeed Conte, and the Spaniard is understood to be keen on working in the Premier League. But it is unclear whether or not Enrique would be prepared to cut short his sabbatical and step in before the end of the season. Contenders to replace Conte at Chelsea. Borussia Dortmund boss Thomas Tuchel is another man interested in the Chelsea post and may be happy to step in immediately as he seeks a way back into management. The fact Chelsea are still fourth in the table and in the FA Cup and Champions League has given Conte some room for error, but time could run out if the season begins to collapse. He faces a pivotal period in which the Blues face West Bromwich Albion, an FA Cup fifth-round tie against Hull City and a Champions League last 16 tie with Barcelona. A number of players publicly voiced their backing for Conte in the aftermath of Monday night's defeat to Watford, while it has emerged that it was captain Gary Cahill's idea for the players to have 3 days off. Chelsea's squad had been due to take 1 day off following the Watford game before returning to training on Wednesday. But Conte changed his plans and granted the squad 2 more days off after Cahill suggested it may be beneficial. It means Chelsea will not begin preparations for next Monday night's match against West Brom until Friday. There have been suggestions that Chelsea's players have become tired of Conte's tough training regime, and left-wing back Marcos Alonso missed the Watford defeat because of fatigue. Marcos Alonso missed the Watford game due to fatigue. There are suggestions that Chelsea players are struggling with Conte's tough training regime. Reuters. Ross Barkley became the 8th player to suffer a hamstring injury in the run-up to the Watford game, although the midfielder is expected to be back in around a week. Conte, though, appears willing to take the views of his squad on board, and Cahill has demonstrated that the players want to take an active part in finding a solution to the recent troubles. Whatever is decided, the players have to take responsibility, said Cahill. The manager has done an absolutely unbelievable job. This is the worst I've felt for quite a while. Performance-wise against Watford, I didn't recognize us or myself. It was abysmal. We just need to keep strong. I've been here before at this club. It's about staying calm. It hurts a lot when you come off after a performance like that. Vice-captain Cesar Azpilicueta has also come out in support of Conte, saying, "We are here all together. We are all disappointed with the results. We know that there is speculation here all the time. It has been that way in the 6 years I have been here." The average lifespan for managers under Abramovich is 490 days. Are the players letting the coach down? No. I think if you see the training sessions, we all fight hard. We are the first to be disappointed with the way the last 2 games went. We are getting penalized in the bad moments we are having in the game. It's not a long period, but in this league, which is so tough, you get punished as soon as you drop a bit. As a player, all I want is to come back to the training pitch as soon as possible, to work hard and to get into Monday's game against West Brom, to get the 3 points and to get our confidence back. We have to know that if the speculation over the manager is part of our job. When you win and are scoring goals, people think you're doing amazing and you get all the plaudits. When that happens, you have to be calm and be realistic. It's the same during this time. We have to analyze ourselves. We know that we can do better and know that we can improve. Goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois added, "We believe in him, Conte, and we believe in our team. We have 2 bad results and we just try to get back, regroup and continue. We showed that we wanted to fight, even with 10 men, and that shows we have character, but when you lose twice like that it is not good and there are questions raised."